I'm not sure I believe that you wanted to behave. I'm just being honest with love. Are you listening? I'm listening. I'm just not sure that I'm understanding it right. Leon, love, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Hi, hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Salem Coven members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already connected with me over on Patreon, it's completely free to join and you'll still get some perks. I'll make a video that was previously only accessible for the Salem Coven members, accessible for everyone. If YouTube ever takes down a video after it's posted, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad free. However, if you are interested, you can join the Salem Coven members who get early access to all of my content, exclusive content, things that I either can't put on YouTube or have to blur for YouTube, official music videos, requested live performances, interviews, documentaries, live streams, more weighing in on what I do next through polls and Google Forms and our group chats, things like that. All of the information will be in the description below. I have no idea when this video is coming out in relation to the video I just filmed, but I just filmed my introduction to Tupac video and I was like, what? I like, anytime I would like move the screen and I could see, I was looking, I was like, it looks different. Like I don't look the same. And then I realized it's because I didn't have these freaking lights down here on. I have no idea what that's gonna look like. Cause those do a lot more than you think they would. So anyways, I did change. Specifically, I just changed my shirt because this gave me a little bit of like disco ball energy, which is relevant to today's video, which is a title. I wish I could tell you what it is. Kiss. Oh God, now I've already forgot it. Kiss all the time, disco occasionally. Is that right? Kiss all the time, disco occasionally. I mean, is this disco? No, but it did remind me of like a Mirabelle kind of energy. Okay, we're moving on anyways. A little background, album art, and then we'll get started. This is my first Harry Styles album. I don't know if that's a smart choice. I mean, granted, I probably should start at the beginning. I'm cool doing that, but I did have a friend tell me that they thought I would really like this album and that I should give it a listen. There's no reason I haven't listened to Harry albums before. I've heard songs. I've liked everything I've heard. I just never like sat down and did an album for some reason. You know, if I were to judge an artist just on their singles, like I think about Taylor and how that's not, in my opinion, the best indicator of all that she is, you know what I mean? So I try not to make like too many assumptions on just singles, but I've liked everything I've heard of his. I think the only other thing I was told, I'm trying to think. Oh, I know that Harry's House won a Grammy, I believe, right? That was the last album. And then he's had like a 3 or 4 year break, kind of away from the spotlight, kind of not, kind of. I think he was like in Italy. I know bits and pieces, I guess is what I'm saying. I hear things about pop culture, so it's not like I'm totally unaware, but you know, bear that in mind, I guess is what I'm getting at. I will say the album art has me a little intrigued. It's interesting. I like the, disco ball hanging from the sky and you can kind of see the smoky looking deal. I like that it's outside though. Interesting that the kiss all the time is like a square and then the disco occasionally is like a circle. I don't know, that gives me like game controller energy. I have no idea what that's supposed to give me, but the black opening, I don't know if it's supposed to be like, it kind of gives me Polaroid energy, but if you tilt, like if you turn, do you know what I mean? The bottom being black, I don't know. I like the actual background too. It's just, it's a little random to me. I'm sure there's meaning behind it, but it is a little clip arty, just a little bit, with like him. If I had to summarize, it's intriguing to me because I'm like, why those choices? I don't know. But here we are. The title is lengthy, but I kind of like it. I don't know. Kiss all the time, I love. and then disco occasionally. Is the title meant to reflect that maybe there's gonna be some kind of disco-y inspired tunes occasionally throughout the album? Is it more about, like, love, like, kissing all the time, like, love all the time, dance occasionally kinda thing? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. I have heard a clip of one, like, on TikTok, of one song that I think's the single probably. I just don't really remember what it's called. I haven't looked at the track list. Hold on. Oh, I think I'm pretty sure it's Aperture, which is the first opening track. I love a good lead single being the opening track. There's something about that that I think is kind of cool. So, I do like that title, Aperture. Aperture's the setting. Shutters. Don't Aperture and Shutter Speed have like don't they have like similar things? But I never can remember. But it's about like light, right? Shutter speed is the in between, right? And apertures, doesn't that control like how much light is? Hold on. Let's look it up because I'd like to know that. Yeah, the space through which light passes in an optical or photographic instrument, especially the variable opening by which the light enters the camera. That's interesting. I mean, I can think of that. Sorry, I know I'm already theorizing. This is why I can't look at track lists beforehand because I'll start theorizing. I do love that title because I'm thinking like, letting the light into your life and all that stuff is what I first think of. But I could also see it as something maybe to do with fame, just because camera lenses and it's a celebrity. I'm always going to kind of wonder about that in relation to fame and lack of privacy, being seen through a lens, through a screen versus you as a person kind of thing. So maybe it could be that. I don't even quite frankly remember any clip that I've heard from Aperture. I don't even remember what. I remember it was kind of like lower tempo maybe. But I don't even remember the lyrics. Anyways, we need to start this. I'm sorry. I know I'm a yapping. I need to not. It came out March 6th, 2026. I'm filming this like a couple weeks later. And then 12 songs, 42 minutes. Okay. Saying it kind of sounds distant. Ooh. I'm so sorry to stop it so early, but I can't get the vision that just popped in my head out without saying it, because if I don't, I'm gonna keep it in my head and then I'm gonna laugh, and I don't want to laugh because it's not the song. Well, I mean, it's just what my brain conjured up. So that dun 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 dun. Okay, this is so specific. Do in Walmart they used to have, it was like really tall bungee cord type things, and there was like those big giant like ball deals in it, and if you hit them, they make that little boom boom sound. That's all I could picture for a second, was like hitting those. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Once it started going, I was like, that was the image that I had, and I was like, what? Why? This reaction's starting out great. Hi, if you're new here. Sorry, I'd like to say this isn't normal, but then I'd be lying to you, and that's not fair, that's not my MO. I'm gonna hit play now. Take no prisoners for me, I'm told you're elevating Okay. Okay, that's the part I've heard. The "we belong together." That sounds familiar. So I think the clip I saw was that. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating, rising up, you're getting better, you're becoming enlightened kind of thing. Drinks go straight to my knees. I'm sold. I'm going clean. So, or I'm going on clean. So, like, I'm going forward clean. I wonder if that's more like take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating, so you're getting better. Well, for me, drinks go straight to my knees. So I'm sold on that idea. I'm going on clean. So I'm moving on, or I'm wanting to elevate myself now, or something like that. Maybe. I've got no more tricks up my sleeve. This is the part that game called review the player. Maybe like I can't keep lying about this. Like I don't have any more tricks to give. I just have to face it, maybe, whatever that looks like. The game called because we need to review this because something isn't right. Maybe there's been an issue, like a flag on the play kind of thing. I just thought that was kind of funny that it was game called review the player. I know I just said game as in like a sports game, which I feel like can make sense, but it is still interesting thinking about game because I said the game controller thing is what that reminded me of. So I just thought that was funny. Time codes and Tokyo scenes, okay? Bad boys, it's complicated. It's best you know what you don't. It's best you know what you don't. I don't know if that's like, it's best that you figure out whatever it is, or figure out your situation, or figure out yourself. Figure out what you don't know about yourself, what you're not facing. Listen, I'm going to be making a lot of assumptions and a lot of like just shots in the dark here because I don't know enough context. I could be way off. If you want to educate me, I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn. Aperture lets the light in. That is kind of interesting too, because if you think about, okay, if aperture is like the space in which light comes in, if you're not feeling whole, if you're feeling like there's something missing, or for lack of a better way to explain it, like if you feel like you've had your heart ripped out, like you're not whole, whatever that looks like, we'll just fill that with light through that opening. Also, I guess it could mean like through that opportunity, maybe. So through the opportunity to elevate, to let your light in kind of thing. Just the thought, we belong together. Okay, that's interesting. I really love the sound of this. Like, a lot. Aperture lets the light in. We belong together. It finally appears. It's only love. So I think it's too ambiguous, at least in my opinion, to figure out, are we talking about something bigger? Are we talking about like life, like bigger as in like life in general? Or are we talking about like a specific, relationship? I don't really know, but I think it could be applicable to any of the above kind of thing, because you could take that as in the absence of a person, you figure out we belong together. It finally appears, like the knowledge, the understanding, it's only love. Or you could take it in more of a broader sense where it's like we belong together as in humans. When we fall or when we feel like a piece of us is missing or things like that, like letting the light in and being among people. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's so easy to like hide away and isolate, not reach out in those moments. Just a thought, because again, I think a lot of this could be interpreted either way, whichever kind of way you want to do it, because then it goes on and says, in no good state to receive. So it's almost like he's telling this, maybe it's kind of like the path to accepting that you need to open yourself up to the light, and his kind of journey to getting to the point of him accepting light, love, kind of, if you're not in a good state to receive right now, go forth and ask questions later. Even if you don't think you're ready, go ahead and move forward, because infinitely just sit here and ask questions, or you can just start moving forward, going forth, and then ask questions later. Trap doors, you're toying with me. In a broader sense, I keep thinking I'm opening the door to let light in, but those end up being traps, but I still need to keep going forward. Dance halls, another cadence. Another cadence. Another cadence kind of makes me think of like what he's doing is he's going to dance halls, hearing another person, another voice, another person, another cadence. Maybe? The sound. The like. Oh, that's rising. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it stops there. Okay, I think the rest of it's instrumental, so I'll let that play and go to the next track in case there's a transition. I'm not familiar with his work, so I don't know if he does that or not. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But let's talk about this. At least this is making me feel like maybe my interpretation isn't, totally out of the realm of possibilities. I won't stray from it. I don't know these spaces. I'm going to new places, new opportunities, opening new doors type of situation, right? Which again, aperture lets the light in. And if openings is how you let the light in, it's like he's trying different places, going different spaces, or like, because he doesn't know these spaces. I also can think of that as like internally, if you're working on yourself, I don't know these spaces of myself. These are things that I've buried deep, doors I haven't opened inside myself to explore myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, I won't stray from it because I need to move forward. I think it could be either or both. Time won't wait on me. I want to know what safe is. That's beautiful. Time isn't waiting. Time keeps going. and I can either stay here or I can keep moving forward, like you said at the beginning. I want to know what safe is. That's where it makes me kind of feel like maybe we are talking about internally in oneself, how to get to a point where I feel safe in my body, safe in myself, safe in my mind, whatever that looks like. It could be, if you think about it like physically in the world, safe for someone who's a public figure, who's a celebrity, who's so well known. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's a stretch, but maybe he's going to places where he hopes people don't, know him, or do you see what I'm saying? Where it's like, I want to know what safe is. I want to know what it feels like to go out into the world and feel part of it versus othered due to celebrity. Again, this could totally be a stretch. I genuinely have no idea, but these are just my musings. I love a long outro like this. Ooh, like that. Okay, it doesn't look like it's transitioned, so okay, good to know. No, that's not to say it couldn't at some point in another track, so I'll keep looking out for it. But I loved that. I loved the sound of that. I'm interested to see how I feel about that as an opening track once we get through the album. And I wonder if when we get through the album, if it'll make that first track a little clearer, perhaps, by maybe it kind of opens up the themes that we're going to explore. Maybe. Okay, second track is American Girls. Well, should I be afraid, Harry? Should I be afraid? Interesting. This one's doing the same thing. So the beginning of Aperture, it almost like started farther away and it felt like it was coming closer. It sounded more distant. Huh. I have some theories. Let me simmer. Let's let you keep going, sorry. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh.
Right at home, perfect timing, a face that knows her perfect lighting, 'cause time will show that you should try it. Those American girls you spend your life with. I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. My friends are in love with.
Harry, sorry, I almost fell. Oh, this got caught under my leg and I was like holding suspended because I was like, I'm gonna trip if I don't move. Wait, I loved that. So sorry.
Those American girls you spend your life with. I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. My friends are in love with American girls. I've seen it in stages all over the world. My friends are in love with American girls. I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. My friends are in love with American girls.
This is beautiful. Okay, so right at home with perfect timing. A face that knows her perfect lighting. Okay, at first I thought we were talking about an American Girl, but I actually think because he says, my friends are in love with American girls. I think it's less about the whole American Girl thing and more about the... I wonder if I mean, it could be talking about a face that knows her perfect lighting, as in herself, but I think it might actually be his friend knows her so well. A partner who knows you so well, knows your angles, knows how you like photos taken, knows your lighting. That's kind of what I'm envisioning. Because time will show that you should try it. At first, I thought those lyrics were like kind of meant to be more literal, but I think it's bigger than that. I think it's more like right at home, right at home with this person. Perfect timing. Y'all got together at the right time, like things, puzzle pieces falling together kind of energy. A face that knows her perfect lighting, because time will show that you should try it. I wonder if he's saying time will show him that he should actually try to have that type of relationship. Maybe. And given what he said on Aperture, because he said, you know, time won't wait kind of thing. And this is because time will show. Those American girls you spend your life with. I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. My friends are in love with American girls. I don't really get that I've known you for ages. It's all that I've heard. So is he saying, I've known you, my friends, for ages? It's all that I've heard. It's all that he's been hearing from his friends. Like, oh, this relationship is great, or right? I've seen it in stages all over the world. So is he saying he's like witnessed love all over the world, or witnessed his friends on different stages finding their person kind of thing? I don't know. I could be really wrong, but regardless, it's beautiful.
Friends are in love with American girls. Her sweet eyes, your temptations, don't deny her frustrations. Just spend your life with those American girls. I've known you for ages, it's all that I've heard. My friends are in love
It's very catchy.
girls. I've seen it in stages all over the world. My friends are in love with American girls. I've known you for ages. American girls, American girls.
Ooh.
All over the world. I've known you for ages. It's
Yes.
all that I've heard. My friends are in love with American girls. I've seen it in stages all over the world. My friends are in love with American girls. American girls.
I like the boop, 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 boop. I want to listen to that like 6 more times. That is so earwormy to me. And it's so catchy that you're like picking up on it like halfway through the song. Love it. I think what I'm getting out of this is his songwriting. It seems to be a little bit more ambiguous than more like diaristic, you know, like I'm going to tell you all the things I'm feeling. Like it seems a little bit more hazy, maybe would be the word. I'm gonna try to keep myself from analyzing too much because I think it is gonna be hard to kind of really grasp it, but I also just love doing that. So like I'm gonna try to balance that out. But I did notice this where, okay, where was it? Apple Music, if you don't stop moving. Her sweet eyes, your temptations. Don't deny her frustrations. Just spend your life with those American girls. If we go off of what I said earlier, him viewing his friends in these relationships with American girls, and he's observing their connections and that sort of thing. This may be switching to himself, maybe internalizing what he's observing to put into his own life, if that makes sense. Is it your temptations to whatever that looks like? Like if you mean like temptations like physical, other people, like, you know, just focus on spending your life with that American girl. Don't worry about those temptations. Or if it's meaning more like the temptation is to deny her frustrations, or if it's more just like any temptation, whether that be external world, the paparazzi, fans, like who knows? Substances, party, I think the point is that it doesn't matter. It's just like focus on her sweet eyes. Well, I guess your temptations could be her sweet eyes too. Okay, we're moving forward. My point is that it's almost like he's viewing his friends and so happy that they're happy and want them to stay happy. Just spend your life with those American girls. I want you guys to be happy. In him observing that, it almost sounds like I feel like it could also be taken as him internalizing that for him to put into practice into his own life. Again, these could be shots in the dark, right? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just what I got out of it. Next up is ready, steady. I wasn't ready to go. Sorry. That was okay. Anyways, it's ready, set, go. No, ready, steady, go. Interesting. Steady, go. Okay. That same thing starts further away.
One time is alright. 2 times is one too many.
This is
1, 2, 3 times you're on me, and suddenly ready, steady, go. You touch me goodnight. Butterfly both our bellies. You and me are skipping sleep with dirty feet. Ready, steady, go. You call it love. You call it only in mine.
I don't think that's what it says, Apple Music. But you call Leon, you call it only in my head. I think it says, but you call it love. You call it love only in my head, right?
You call it love. You call it only in mine.
You call it only in my head. Yeah, I think it says you call it, but you call it love. You call it only in my head. So, like in his head, this person is saying it's love, but it's not. It's just physical, right? I feel like that's what it's saying. 1 time is all right, 2 times is one too many. So maybe it's him who's saying, hold on. Let me explain this after I get through this. So 1 time is all right, 2 times is one too many. I take that as them getting together. He's like, no, 1 time is enough. I don't need to be with someone repeated. It almost sounds like he's not ready for more. He just wants like fun. 1, 2, 3 times you're on me. So maybe it's someone who he can't help but repeat the cycle with. And suddenly, ready, steady, go. You touched me, good night. Butterflied both our bellies. So like both of them have butterflies, right? Butterflied it says butterflied. I thought it was butterflies both our belly. Are these lyrics just wrong? No, it is according to this, it says butterflied. Okay. Oh, well, if it is butterflied, that makes me think of like how you butterfly a steak, like cut it. Are we sure it's not butterflies? Not me having a literal coughing attack over just breathing. We're doing great. Oh my gosh, stop coughing. Okay, as I was saying, I feel like I'm gonna cough again. I quite frankly don't even know what I was saying before my body decided to reject air, but I'm just wondering if it is butterflies both our belly, because I feel like that would make more sense, but I digress. You and me are skipping sleep with dirty feet. You're not showering and having your nighttime routine. That is, in fact, not what's happening right now. Got it. But you call Leon, I swear it says, but you call it love. You call it only in my head. I don't know. I don't know where I was, to be honest. I'm just going to start it back at, but you call it love or Leon?
You call it love. You call it only in my head.
Oh! Hold on. Okay, wait, I get it. I'm going to be honest. I still hear love. Okay, I don't hear Leon. However, I now get how that could work. He's saying the partner calls out someone else's name, but it was only in his head. Like he's projecting that, like he's thinking that this person called someone else's name out. Is that? You call it only in my head. I feel like either one could technically work, and that's my problem. So I'm just going to keep listening.
You call it only in my head. You got it now. Why away due to my but you call it
Ooh.
one time in the light. It's 2 times as fun already. 1, 2, 3 times you're only playing with me. Ready, steady, go.
Ooh. It almost sounded like like someone was on a phone call. And also that was Italian, right? It has that's go. So I guess it's Italian for that. Oh, it says ready, steady. And then the Italian part. Okay. Ooh. Chaos. Okay, that was crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I thought maybe it would clear it up by the end, like what it was actually saying. No. I don't know. I feel like it could be either one because it's like, but you call Leon or but you call it love. I don't know. You did call it only in my head and it's a question mark. Cause you've got enough on your hands. While we're coming up, I mean, I guess that would make more sense about the whole Leon thing. Because if he is saying that he thought this person said someone else's name, then if he's questioning, oh, did you only call that in my head? Because you've got enough on your hands. There's enough happening right now, you know? While we're coming up one time in the light, it's 2 times as fun already. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like by the time I'm listening to this, if those lyrics were wrong, well, not necessarily, now that I think about it. I was about to be like, surely he would have had those lyrics changed. But I guess not, because, I mean, there's songs that are years and years old that their lyrics aren't right. Okay. I love the sound of it. It's it's bothering me a little bit that I just don't. I mean, I guess either one works technically, but I do think it makes a little bit of a distinction because, did I really hear that or was that in my head as being careful, being like, oh, do I need to protect myself from this person kind of thing, versus if it was the love thing, that might feel like, oh, this person's starting to get feelings and that's concerning to me. So it's like, it would give you a slightly different connotation depending on what it actually said, but regardless, I love the sound, okay? Next up is, are you listening? I'm listening. I'm just not sure that I'm understanding it right. Leon, love, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Same thing. Ooh. My God.
God knows your life is on the brink, and your therapist well fed. The fix of all fixes, an intimate sex. You like the way she talks, never what she says. You've had your tummy tickled. Are you listening yet? It's like you're taking up arms.
Oh, I was like, what? Like a gut feeling? God knows your life is on the brink. Your therapist well fed. So there's a lot going on. Like your therapist and you have a lot of things to talk about, right? The fix of all fixes on intimate sex. And he says that kind of sarcastically, where it's like, okay, that's what you're. Oh, that is interesting thinking about the last track too. It's like that's what he's doing to cope on intimate sex. Oh, and thinking about, okay, aperture, opening up, okay. American Girls, he's seeing these people in like his friends in these like loving relationships. And then the next track being like he's falling into bed with people type situation. And now it's like, are you listening to your intuition? Right? And like one of his coping mechanisms is that unintimate sex, which I feel like the last track would be that, right? You like the way she talks, but never what she says. I wonder if he's talking about like someone he's like falling into bed with, or if he's talking about the therapist. Interesting. You've had your tummy tickled. Are you listening yet? So I take that as like your gut feeling. Or it could be butterflies if that last track was saying butterflies. So maybe it's like when he's feeling something more than just the unintimate sex, he's running kind of thing. I mean, I could see it being either one. Okay, I'm sorry.
You've had your tummy tickled. Are you listening yet? It's like you're taking up arms, but the message is wet. It sounds inviting, but you don't believe in it yet. You keep forgetting your mantra, which thoughts you had on your own. Ignoring all of your friends at the end of their rope. Now you're allowed in choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice?
Ooh.
This unpredictable fun is fun if you know how. If you must join a movement, make sure there's dancing.
Disco occasionally.
Now you're allowed in choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? Oh, are you listening yet? Now you're allowed in choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and some rest instead. Or can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? Oh, are you listening yet?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're all out of control.
You're kidding. Okay, yeah. I love this. I'm loving everything so far. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it's saying. It's like he's talking in the mirror kind of thing. You're taking up arms, but the message is wet. Interesting. It sounds inviting, but you don't believe in it yet. But the message is wet. It's an interesting way to say that. He's trying to, let the light in, if you will, trying to work on his issues, but he hasn't fully implemented. I mean, it's hard to start working on yourself and start changing things and trying to fight against your coping mechanisms, essentially, find new ways and process and healing, the having intimate connections or whatever, getting his life back from the brink, If it is about the therapist, you like the way she talks, but never what she says, because she's telling him the truth. She's telling him things that he doesn't want to hear because, healing is very rarely a fun journey. You keep forgetting your mantra, which thoughts you had on your own. You're losing sight of what we're supposed to be working towards. You're getting caught up in like other people's opinions, the external world. I'm sure for him that's even, another level. Pressure from fans and people who do like you, but also, haters and the media and all of that, right? What is your burden to bear? What are your thoughts and your feelings, your opinions versus things that have been thrust upon you? Ignoring all of your friends at the end of their rope. His friends are frustrated. They're at the end of their rope with what he's doing. Repeating cycles, not trying to help himself. That's the kind of energy that gives me. Now you're all out of choices. Are you listening yet? Done all the things that you've done before, and these things aren't working because he needs to move forward, right? Between your head and your heart, and you're listening to like physical desires, maybe going back up to that like unintimate sex. Follow your heart or think logically. At least choose one of those versus just going there. Maybe. Oh, can you hear the voice inside your head? The one that's like trying to get you to go this way instead of that way? Don't blink or mix the medium. You're smarter than that. I mean, I get like medium, but like don't mix the medium. I don't know if he's meaning that as representative like mixed substance type thing, or if it's mixing like medium that you're working with in art, like what medium, what, is it paint? Is it acrylic paint? Is it, that sort of medium? Or if it's mixing the medium, like middle ground. I'll have to think about that. This world is screaming, so you start to scream right back. I can't tell if that means that he's making progress or if he's continuing on the thoughts of the habits that he's trying to work against. The world is screaming. Oh, well, I guess you could take that as I'm not going to listen to the world that's screaming at him. I'm going to scream right back. I'm going to like embody who I am kind of thing. This unpredictable fun is fun if you know how. Oh, so maybe he is starting to listen to it, starting to like get his voice back type thing. So it's unpredictable. You kind of like how in Aperture it was saying there might be these trick doors and stuff, but you just got to keep moving forward. Start listening and actually start trying to go into the unknowns or learn more about yourself. If you must join a movement, make sure there's dancing. I love that. Feels like representative of life, fun, the music that you can feel it in your bones. That's the image that it evokes. You're among people, you're enjoying that like collective effervescent moment kind of thing. I don't know where I was in the lyrics. I'm gonna go from here.
Now you're all out of choices. Are you listening yet? Between your head and heart and something else instead. Oh, can you hear the voice, the one inside your head? Oh, are you listening yet? 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 Oh, are you listening yet?
The other thing is Was this the song that at the beginning it sounded like there might be people talking? That would be interesting because by the end of it, he's yelling. You hear him in the, like, are you listening yet? And it's his vocal yelling. If that is right, that's interesting if it was those people talking at the beginning. I can't remember if that was this track or another track. Okay, let's keep going. Next up is Taste Back. Okay. Oh, I know one other thing I keep wanting to say. Okay, so the whole like coming from afar, coming in, I'm now picturing it as he's like walking into new rooms, like whether that be inside himself or actually in reality. So like stay with me. So you know how in aperture, trap doors, he doesn't necessarily know where he's going. I forget the actual words. Hold on, let me look. Trap doors, you're toying with me, dance halls and other cadence. That almost to me feels kind of representative of the whole you're falling into these traps. You're toying with me. Whether that be the world, whether that be himself and his habits that aren't serving him. Dance halls, another cadence. I'm going to a new place, another cadence. Maybe that's representative of another lover type situation. But then in the bridge where it gets into the, I don't want to stray from it. I don't know these places. Time won't wait on me. I want to know what safe is. So I don't know, again, this is just my interpretation, okay? I have no idea what I'm talking about because I have so little context to go on this. Who knows? But how each song is kind of starting off at a distance, I kept saying it felt like it was coming to you, but I now am kind of picturing it as like him going into these unknown spaces, whether those be in his head or whether those be actually going to different spaces, like out in the world. He's opening these new doors, and these are the things that he's taking in on his journey to whatever safe is. That's all I can picture now is like him basically walking up to these doors. And that's why the music, it's like it gets a little louder as you approach, but then the door opens and it really hits you. That's all I can picture every time I hear it. Just a thought. And the other thing that I wanted to point out is there's so many of those like kind of twinkly laser beam type sounds too and things like that. I don't know if that's supposed to be kind of like sci-fi, but it also kind of gives me game energy. And he did say game, the player things. I don't know if that's just like a sound he likes or if there's any way that that could kind of be alluding to playing the game of life kind of thing. You know, I don't know. Just throwing things out there. Like that. Ooh, that feels nostalgic.
Quite here we go again. But how you been? Always been a consequence when you call me baby. You on white, so sweet and sour. Just like old times, dinners with your high school friends and your favorite pastries. Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. It was tough at the time, but you call me back. And you know that you can tell me I can take that. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? You just need a little love. You just need a little love. You just need a little love. Need a little love. It's all you. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? Talking tongues, no common sense. Like two old friends, where'd you find the confidence to call me baby? Is this you settling in? You drinking again, handling it like a European. This you settling in, you starting again, handling it. Must be
First, I thought he was talking to someone. Is he talking to himself or someone else? Okay, when you call me baby. Okay, so it is someone else. It's not quite here we go again because it's not immediately clear if this person's come back for that or not, at least at the beginning. maybe. But how you been? Always been a consequence when you call me baby. You on white, so sweet and sour. That's like Coke, right? Like that's like a drug reference, right? Or is that something else? Listen, anytime I see white, I just that's what I think now. I Okay. Anyways, always been a consequence when you call me baby. I can't tell if that's more in relation to the previous lines or the after ones. Like, we always do this. That cycle is a consequence every time when you call me baby. That's kind of how I'm taking it. Just like old times. Dinner with your high school friends and your favorite pastries. Familiarity, maybe? Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. It was tough with the time, but you called me back. So they're in different places. And you know that you can tell me, I can take that. Again, I can't tell who's saying what. It's a little hard because it's like, okay, I know it says you and I, but I don't know. There's something about it that feels, I mean, I guess that wouldn't make sense though. Okay, ignore me. And you know, you can tell me, I can take that. So I can handle the truth. Did you get your taste back or did you need, oh, so like, did you actually get a taste for me back? Or is this just you coming back because you need a little love? I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay, okay. Talk in tongues, no common sense. Yeah, no common sense to keep doing this. Like two old friends. Where'd you find the confidence to call me baby? Is this you settling in? You drinking again? You settling into your routine or like settling into a new place and looking for the familiarity? Drinking again? Are you handling it like a European? What's the reason why you've started the cycle again? That's how I'm taking that. Okay. Also, by the way, I moved and I no longer know where I'm at.
You started again, handling it. Must be lonely out in Paris if you talk like that. It was tough at the time, but you come back. And you know that you can tell me I can take that. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love? You just need a little love. You just need a little love. You just need a little love. Need a little love. It's all you. Did you get your taste back? Do you just need a little love?
That's pretty. Rising. Oh, I like it. That's so nostalgic. That's such a nostalgic sound. One thing that throws me about my interpretation that maybe means that I didn't get that fully right. We're gonna move on, but I just wanted to point this out. Is it does say it was tough with the time, but you called me back. That's the part that throws me because the whole time I was thinking that person came back in to like Harry's life. But when you say it was tough at the time, but you called me back, sounds like he called them first. Okay, we're gonna move on, but I would love to know your interpretation of that song. Next up is The Waiting Game. Oh, game. Wait, did that one not start out the same? Aw, has my theory popped? Wait, is there transition? No. So maybe my theory wasn't right about the whole distance and the. I mean, I could force it to work by saying that song doesn't really ever, like, it just kind of abruptly ends and then this one starts. So, I mean, in theory, he could be in the same space. I could make this theory continue. Ooh.
You can romanticize your shortcomings, ignore your agency to stop. Write a ballad with the details while skimming off the top. A personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately. And you apologize, dirty clown. You found someone to put your arms around, playing the waiting game. But it all adds up to nothing. You try, and you always justify playing the waiting game. When it all adds up to nothing. Playing the waiting game. Do you tantalize and titillate, knowing it won't make the grade? Do you leave it on the table? And you apologize, emotionally dry. And years go by. You found someone to put your arms around, playing the waiting game.
Oh, I love when that kind of chorusy sound comes in. Oh, or choiry, whatever. It sounds like more people are there. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. He's talking to himself, right? You can romanticize your shortcomings, ignore your agency to stop, write a ballad with the details while skimming off the top. Oh, personality, considering you've been a little over honest lately, and you apologize. A dirty. What does that even mean? I mean, I guess. I mean, I could see it as like, and you apologize, basically calling himself a clown, if he is talking about himself. But why a dirty clown? That's the part that throws me. Okay, I get that you found someone to put their arms around playing the waiting game, but it all adds up to nothing. So I take that as that being representative of, like you said, the unintimate sex thing. He's playing this waiting game, but what is he waiting for? And going back to aperture, which I just keep going back to because I feel like it kind of is so far kind of summarizing the journey that we're trying to go on here. Time's not going to wait for you. Time keeps moving forward, playing this waiting game, but it all adds up to nothing because you're not moving forward. You're not trying to maybe work on yourself or break cycles. You know what I mean? And you always justify playing the waiting game. I'm having fun, or it's just a good time, or I just haven't met anybody, whatever your justification is. Do you tantalize and titillate knowing it won't make the grade? When you say tantalize and titillate, it's like maybe saying like, do you make these like surface level connections maybe? Knowing it won't make the grade, like it won't ultimately end in meaningful, like fulfilling type, show off and like are charming and flirt, knowing that it's not going to amount to anything. And then do you leave it on the table? Do you walk away from it whenever it gets too serious? You apologize, emotionally dry. You're emotionally dry, but also maybe you've treated people that way and years go by. Okay.
Someone to put your arms around, playing the waiting game. But it all adds up to nothing. You try messing with your own design, playing the waiting game.
Love that line.
When it all adds up to nothing. Playing the waiting game. But it all adds up
only other line I want to say is I love, love, love the you try messing with your own design, playing the waiting game. That's a beautiful line. Oh, I have loved every single track. The sound of this album. Next up is Season 2 Weight Loss. What? That is a bizarre track name. I'm trying to think of like, what could that mean? Well, okay, so oh, you can shut that pilot episode. You have your first season, and it's successful enough to get season 2. So is it just saying maybe it's more like into the industry, into Hollywood, into worrying about your image, that kind of thing? That's literally the only thing I can think of. Okay, that came back.
Aren't you for sale if you cash it in cold? You gotta sit yourself down sometimes. It's hard to tell and the thoughts are my own. And the old head gets harder to hold. You gotta sit yourself down sometimes.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Aren't you for sale if you're cashing in cold? I feel like this is kind of what I mean, not exactly, but kind of what I was saying. Industry, what it does to you kind of thing. Aren't you for sale if you're cashing in cold? Like, aren't you as a person basically a commodity if you're reaping those rewards? Is that like how it feels? Oh, you've got to sit yourself down sometimes. It's hard to tell when the thoughts are my own. That circling back to earlier of, oh God, I don't even remember what track it was now, but sorry, it's gonna bother me. Was that in Are You Listening Yet, maybe? Nope. Okay. Was that in the first track? I swear we had a line like that. Am I wrong? I don't think it was in American Girls, was it? I swear it would have been Are You Listening Yet, right? Oh, it was. Okay, I was right the first time. Okay, it's You Keep Forgetting Your Mantra, which thoughts you had on your own. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. So it's hard to tell when the thoughts are my own. The old hat gets harder to hold. Holding out, hoping you will love me now. Trying to be who you were because you're worried about people liking the new you or this version of you, or even perhaps the true you versus the image that was created for you. I mean, he started really young, you know? That's kind of how I take it. Do you love me now? Do I let you down? And I mean, it also can be to like external people, but it can also be maybe like an inner child, like an inner self, hoping you will love me now, and then hoping love will come around. So I think maybe it's both. Maybe it is that push and pull of I'm worried about letting go of this image or this older version of me that I need to evolve from, but that's the one that all these people in the world loved. But also, I'm hoping that love will come around if I do get to that new version, whether that be from fans and external world, or whether that mean like relationship partner type love, and then also maybe self-love. Just a thought.
down sometimes. Holding on, hoping you will love me now. Holding on, hoping you will love me now. Do you love me now? Do I let you down? Holding on, hoping love will come around. You could leave here in my arms, nothing at all. You want peace and nothing at all. Do you love me now? Do you love me now? Do you love me now? You'll sit yourself down sometimes. Holding on, hoping you will love me now. Holding on, hoping you will love me now. Love me now, love me now. Do I let you down? Holding on, hoping love will come around. You could be here. You want peace and nothing at all.
Ooh, okay, so I think it was talking about multiple things. It's kind of sad, but there's something I know. Too many things for you to analyze. There's too many factors, there's too many opinions out there. You're never going to appease everyone, is what that feels like to me. I am a little, you're steaming in. I'm not really sure what that means. Swinging with your eyes closed makes sense. You don't even know where to hit. You don't even, like, you're just swinging with your eyes closed, but you're steaming in. Is that actually the lyric? Yeah, that's the lyric. Okay, I don't really know what that means, if I'm being honest. So if someone could help me out, that'd be great. But then let light come in once in a while. And that tying back to aperture, love. Then when it goes forward, we get to that point of hoping love will come around. You could have been here in my arms, but we're nothing at all. So I think this is the part where I don't know if that's directed to the person or if it's more like anecdotal person he's thinking of. You could have been in my arms, but it's ultimately like my thing. Or if it's more like you could have been in this, but you didn't want me to grow. You wouldn't wait on me to grow. You know what I mean? I think it could be any of that. And I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's still a beautiful song. And the thing about these songs is they are abstract enough and like ambiguous enough that even if you don't relate, they can be applicable to so many things. If I think about myself in this song, some people aren't going to like the way you are when you heal. And sometimes it can feel like you're abandoning that concept of like, sometimes when you're ready to let go of anger or something, you feel like you're letting down a past version of yourself, but really it's just that it's you finding peace with not having to carry this anger or resentment anymore. But sometimes it can feel like you're letting this past version of you down. It's that energy, you know? Not everyone's going to love when you change or heal or become less available to people or become less of a commodity to people. There's so many ways you could apply this song to your personal life, and that's been kind of consistent across this album. It is ambiguous enough that you can kind of apply it to different situations without having to change too much, which personally, it doesn't matter to me. Even if a song is like extremely specific, I still feel the emotion enough and can ignore certain details. I like both types of songwriting, I guess is what I'm getting at. You want a piece or nothing at all. And I think that is kind of interesting too, because it's not just a piece of him. It's like maybe the whole like, do you like me for me, or do you like me because of your proximity to me, what I could give you, the status? It could be that too. Oh, I forgot. I need to listen to the rest of this. Okay, next up is Coming Up Roses. Last song, and this sounds like this one's gonna do the same thing. That kind of far away approaching, opening the door thing that I'm envisioning did come back. What is that sound? Like a TV? Like when you start up a TV or game console? Maybe? I feel like that sounds like that, right? Right?
Tell me your fears. I've turned back the clocks, it's that time of year.
Oh.
If we stay the course, we could get it right.
Oh. This is I'm starting it over, I'm sorry. Already, this is so far up my alley. The piano, the plucky. Oh, I love plucky strings.
Tell me your fears. I've turned back the clocks, it's that time of year. If we stay the course, we could get it right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite. And everything seems to be coming up roses, but I'm scared if we're both right. Does that mean we're not aligned? Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing. And I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth.
Oh.
Just say the word and we'll take up the test, where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out the night with your head on my chest, me and you.
Oh.
There's only me and you. Now I see your tears on account of my wants, and now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear, that you think that I might not want you here. Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer? Am I backseat in your life, judging while you drive?
Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta talk about it. First of all, I'm only getting like half the words. I think I know I'm getting it, but I gotta go back. I don't know how I am supposed to focus when that is happening. That sound is one of my favorite types of sound in the world. Oh my God. Okay, we're focusing. Tell me your fears. I've turned back the clocks. It's that time of year. So this seems like this might be a person that it sounds like they're friends. I can't, I may have missed this. I don't know if it's that they actually have been together before and they're just friends again now, or if they've always been friends, but they've kind of towed the line. But because I kind of get that impression, but I've turned back the clocks. It's that time of year. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I was thinking about that way more like metaphorically, like turning back the clock, like on our youth. I think we're just literally talking about that time of the year. What is that? Spring forward, fall back? Okay, I'm with you. Sorry. If we keep going the way we're going, we could get this right. But I'm not devoid of an appetite for something else. He's not sure if he's ready to like fully settle, potentially want something else. And everything seems to be coming up roses, but I'm scared if we're both right, does that mean we're not aligned? Everything seems like it's roses growing, things are great, but I'm scared if we're both right, does that mean we're not aligned? Huh? I don't think I get that. So does he mean like if we're both, he has different fears, so if we're both right about these fears, that means that we aren't aligned, and it doesn't matter that it seems like the roses are growing, it's ultimately not going to work out? How do y'all take that line? Just for tonight. It says if we stay the course, we could get it right. Not that it's become right. So maybe it's like we have the chemistry and maybe we've been friends. If we took the plunge, in theory, it could work out. Or maybe they both have fears and he's saying, does that mean that we're not aligned if we both have these fears? Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing. That's my fave. I love that. As a way of saying, like, let's go out. Let's go hangover chasing and I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe. So, like, safe for us to be together as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth. Just say the word and we'll take up the test where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. I like that. Also, I like that test. I feel like, didn't we have something else like that in a song? Flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out that, so it's like, let's go out and have a good time and let's flirt and let's do the stuff. But ultimately, we're still going to be together at the end of the night. There's only me and you. Did I read ahead? If I did, I'm sorry. I was moving the lyrics and.
See out the night with your head on my chest, me and you.
I think we did go further than this. I think I was just too caught up in the music because I feel like I was further than this. Listen, for the sake of being careful, I'm just going to let it play because I genuinely don't know because I was so infatuated with the sound.
There's only
Yeah,
me and you.
because then it.
Now I see your tears on account of my wants, and
No.
now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear, that you think that I might not want you here. Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer? Am I backseat?
If these lyrics don't sync.
I might not want you here. I see your tears on account of my wants, and now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear, that you think that I might not want you here. Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer?
Yes.
Am I backseat in your life, judging while you drive?
I did hear this. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Okay, I was like, sorry. Okay, so now I see your tears on account of my wants. So it does sound like maybe they do want different things. And now it appears that I'm feeling guilty and worried, dear, that you think I might not want you here. So maybe because of how he's acting, he's now recognizing that perhaps that person thinks that he doesn't want them here. So he's trying to like reassure. Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer, or am I backseating your life, judging while you drive? Oh, in his attempts to do this, this person's like, wait. And he's now like, wait, I need to reassess this. Does all of this seem to be bringing us closer? Or do you now just feel like I'm like backseat driving, judging your life?
Just for tonight, let's go hangover chasing, and I'll talk your ear off about why it's safe as I fumble my words and fall flat on my face through the truth. Just say the word and we'll take up the test, where we flirt with the bad ones and skip all the rest. But we see out the night with your head on my chest, me and you. There's only me and you.
Am I getting an instrumental break? Oh, chills. was so cinematic. It was so beautiful. Oh, I loved that. It felt like a movie. The track opening with that one sound, like all I could envision was ball and the instrumental break, and we're like waltzing and like like a movie. Oh my God. You're kidding. I cannot wait to listen to that again. Okay, we need to move on. One thing I did notice about that track though that I do think is interesting is, I mean, if we are following this as if it is kind of like aperture overview of the journey, why we're doing it, maybe some hints of what's to come, opening yourself up to more light, changing, breaking cycles. I'd have to think about it. It's probably going to take me some time to listen to it all the way through a few times, but that one I feel like is one of the first times that, I mean, there was the one where he was in Taste Back, he was like, you know, he was questioning things, but this one, it made it seem like he was actively trying to put himself out there and make a deeper connection. And then when he saw, is this bringing us closer? He was like checking in on the other person, which kind of reminds me of what he observed and was kind of maybe internalizing in American Girls. And next up is pop. Okay, so not disco this time, pop. I will say there's been some elements, but lighter on the disco. I mean, it's disco occasionally, so I didn't expect like full-blown disco by any means, but I'm kind of wondering, is disco just maybe a way for him to say dance occasionally? Because there's been some dancey, but not overwhelmingly disco, at least to me. Then again, my strong suit is not knowing exactly the right decade and genre and stuff like that, so maybe I'm just not picking up on a lot, which is definitely fair because that's not my strong suit. Also, I have to plug in the camera. Sorry, you guys got a little turned. Whoops. Okay, pop. Wait, did it do the thing? Oh.
Daytime.
Now that's a little funky. I like that.
Mainline, no more rolling papers, catching stray dogs. Try, but you can tame them. It's just me on my knees, squeaky clean fantasy. It's meant to be pop.
Ooh.
This could go anywhere. Do it again. It's meant to be pop. I don't know how to let this could go anywhere. I'm pulling the thread. It's making me pop. Want it to be heard, but I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it again. It's making me pop. I wanna take all your time. Katie's waiting to be your game day savior. First time tasting it, it's nice to mix two flavors together. It's just me on my knees. Pop. This could go anywhere. Do it again. It's meant to be pop. I don't know how to let this could go anywhere. Pulling the thread. It's making me pop.
Okay. I love the I pull and I pull at the thread. Relatable. I need to read through these because I fear I think I may have started on this path and I really need to confirm because I don't know that that's really what it's trying to say here. Are we working through the metaphor of like a drug, like a high kind of thing? Because daytime mainlining, no more rolling papers, so like no more smoking, we're mainlining. So I don't know, I'm assuming that's more metaphorically, but it's like just taking a hit. I'm just gonna like mainline this. And is it the like kind of ecstasy of a like physical? Is it ecstasy of a person or of like just going and doing what you know what I mean? Catching stray dogs, but you can't tame them. I don't know if he's talking about other or if he's talking about himself. Try, but you can't tame them. It's just me on my screen. I love the juxtaposition between it's just me on my knees, squeaky clean fantasy. It's meant to be pop. Like, we can't be saying these things in this like pop song. Like pop song, like I'm a pop star. I was in a part of a boy band. I can't pop. And also could pop the image. You pop a balloon on like the fantasy of the squeaky clean pop star. Is that a reach? I feel like that doesn't have to be a reach, right? Where am I? Am I in over my head? This could go anywhere. I do it and do it again. It's meant to be pop. I don't know how it'll end. This could go anywhere. I pull and I pull at a thread. It's making me pop. So it's meant to be pop. It's meant to be pop, and then it's making me pop. The feeling that he's chasing, the highs that he's chasing, the situations or who he is outside of the image that's created for him kind of thing, maybe. I don't know if that's like I'm unraveling or, I mean, I guess it could also be I pull at this thread to undo whatever's been created for him kind of thing. Mask persona. I wanted to behave, but I know I'll do it again. Okay, it's making me pop. This is what I really needed to read. That's the way he said it.
Katie's.
Kate. I'm worried about putting something on there that I shouldn't, but it says Katie's. When he says it, it sounds like KT's. What is KT's? Does KT stand for something? My search history, sometimes with doing these reactions, does KT stand for? I think I need to be more specific. Drug related. Oh, I should have. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm with you. First time tasting it, it's nice to mix two flavors. Oh, I can't tell if that furthers my point or not. To be your game day savior. First time tasting it, it's nice mixing two flavors together. Okay, so I'm just going to be honest about what I thought we were talking about. I thought we were talking about two different flavors mixing with him, therefore there's three. But maybe it's more about mixing flavors, as in like mixing substances, alcohol, that? Both? It's just the knees thing that really, you know? Okay. I mean, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, to be honest, but I was just curious. I like this. Okay, I'll go back a little bit. Oh, I love this. Ooh. Oh, yes. I love that. I loved that. I'm not sure I believe that you wanted to behave. I'm just being honest with love. But that? Okay. I can't just sit here and just look at the camera like, did you hear what I just clearly you heard what I heard, okay? Clearly you heard what I heard. I love the juxtaposition between the last two songs too. Interesting track placement as well, thinking about if this is meant to be kind of like this journey, it's like I feel like it almost seemed like we were making progress in bringing up roses grow whatever it was, something with roses, coming up roses. Okay. Um and then it kind of feels like now we're kind of pendulum swinging the other way, and like that is a lot of times what your journey feels like. It's these ups and downs, and you kind of make progress and then maybe you go back, you know what I mean? So the next one is Dance No More. So I wonder if this is going to be like a low before we hit a high at the end, maybe. Just because we had like the pendulum swung, bringing it down. We're not going to dance anymore. And then we're going to have like fun party track, maybe? Maybe? Oh, wait. Wait. I'm going back. Wait. We're going the other way, aren't we? Is
I don't think we should be here. I see no water reference, but the music keeps hitting me like a 10 out of 10. So I don't think. No, I don't think. Conversation is here and you get it all off your chest. You can come over here to tell me again and again what you think. No, I don't think. Move side to side with your hands up high. Keep your customer satisfied and live your life. DJs don't dance
oh,
no more, they said. We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more, they said.
oh. Okay, I love it's very like funky. I'm a fan of this already. I'm hoping we get even more, but I'll be happy with this. I don't think we should be here. I see no water or friends, but the music is really good, so I don't really want to leave. And then it's someone else got something to say. No, I don't think got something to say. And you're, it's like he can't escape the music. Conversation is hearing you get it all off your chest. You can come over here and tell me again and again what you think. And then that voice says again, I've got something to say. No, I don't think. And then it's like the music hits. It's like he's being caught up in this web. Ooh, I like that. Move it side to side with your hands up high. Keep your customers satisfied and live your life. DJs don't dance no more, they said. And I love all the people coming in and the yelling. That feels so good. We want to dance with all of our friends. DJs don't dance no more. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent. Stop. I love it. But then, no matter what you're feeling, because the music is so good and the energy feels so good, there's no difference between the tears and the sweat anymore. Like it's all just blending together. Oh my God, I love it. I was around here, right? I've got to stop moving the lyrics.
There's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more, they said.
I'm turning this up. Hold on. For myself. Your side won't change. Play. Ooh.
Side to side with your hands up high, keep your customers satisfied and live your life. DJs don't dance no more, they said. We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more, they said.
Stop. Oh.
DJs don't dance no more, they said.
Run that back. We get a stop. Teach them all to respect their mother. You gotta get your feet wet. Respect your mother. Be a good girl. Wait, can you stop? I was in the middle of reading that. Be a good girl. Go get it. Fox? Stop it.
DJs don't dance no more, they
Yes.
We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more, they said.
Wait. No, I love it. I'm sorry. Just one more time. I'm sorry. The claps?
DJs don't dance no more, they said. We wanna dance with all our friends. It's feeling like the music has been heaven sent, and there's no difference in between the tears and the sweat. DJs don't dance no more, they said.
That. Now that. Okay. Well, clearly I loved that. It really makes me wish I had rhythm. Like you couldn't have given me just like a drop. I didn't need much, okay? I just needed to be able to like follow a beat and like move like just like a little. Like I find it, hold on. Actually, you know what? I have a beef with like the universe here, okay? I find it a little appalling, okay? I think it was a teensy bit disrespectful that I have to have like double jointed, like my hips can pop in and out of place, and yet I can't move them. They can literally just pop in and out, and I can't move them. That feels a little unfair. I'm just saying, respectfully. Now that I'm done with my, I feel like at least once a month we have to talk about the fact that I have no rhythm and how disrespectful that is, okay? I just feel like it's needed. Anyways, moving on. Wow, I loved that. I'm loving this album. Okay. Oh, second to the last track. Okay, Paint by Numbers. Okay, so another, like, doesn't sound as distant right off the bat. Ooh, it's pretty.
Oh, what a gift it is to be noticed, but it's nothing to do with me. You've got to wonder if there's a reason to believe it's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers and watching the colors run.
Wait, is this kind of like a fame thing? Oh, what a gift it is to be noticed, but it's nothing to do with me. Like persona versus person. You've got to wonder if there's a reason to believe. It's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers. Like follow the path that's laid out. You're not even allowed to choose your colors or where they go, much less paint outside of the lines kind of thing. To like follow the rule book, follow the image, what's expected of you. That, I mean, from his perspective, that's incredible, but that's applicable to everyone, like society's expectations or family's expectations, but what is it that makes you happy? How do you want to paint your own painting? Oh, that's beautiful. And watching the colors run. I guess I kind of take that as like, even if you try to paint by the rules, essentially like paint by the numbers, the colors are just running because it's still not right, maybe?
It's a little bit complicated when they put an image in your head and now you're stuck with it. You're the luckiest, or the irony holding the weight of the American children whose hearts you break. Was it a tragedy when you told her you're not even 33? A little self-compassion and a life within your means. It's a lifetime of picking from one or the other. Kids with water guns, watch them run. It's a lifetime of learning to paint by numbers, watching the colors run.
Oh, the horn. Chills. Oh, that was beautiful. I feel like that wasn't even 2 minutes and 27 seconds. That was already short, but it felt even shorter. Oh. And how the watching the colors run goes into the water guns and the kid. Oh. It's a little bit complicated when they put an image in your head and now you're stuck with it. You're the luckiest. Oh, the irony. We talk about that so much on this channel about like, just because you have access to money and resources and all this stuff, a lot of times I think that we do lack the empathy when it comes to celebrities. Like, just because you have access to these things doesn't mean that you don't have human emotions, and it does come with other complexities that, and we often don't want to give that empathy to them because we perceive them to be at this different level, or, oh, well, you signed up for it. And I've always said that I think it would be very hard to understand fully what it is like until you experience it. Holding the weight of the American children whose hearts you break, like breaking the image, thinking about Pop. Was it a tragedy when you told her I'm not even 33? That's interesting. I don't really know how I take that. I don't know if that's like meaning that someone thought that he was older and he's saying I'm not even 33, or if he's more saying all that he's had to experience and he's not even 33. Maybe. A little self-compassion and a life within your means. It's a lifetime of picking from one or the other. It's like you can have a little self-compassion or you can have a life within your means. Kids with water guns, watch them run. I feel like that's also talking about loss of like innocence, a loss of childhood, but also kids with water guns and the colors bleeding and running. Wow. It's never good enough. You can never appease everyone. Even when you paint it by the rule book, not everyone's going to take it that way. I loved the sound of that. That was beautiful. Kind of brought it down. I can't believe we're at the last track. Apple, if you could tell me what song it is. Carla's song. I don't know who Carla is. So if that's someone like in his life or something, I don't know who that is, and I'm sorry. If anybody wants to tell me. Ooh. Ooh.
There is a bridge that leads to troubled water.
Reference?
If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. It's heavenly. From your head to your toes, it's all the light in the gold that you discover. Through your eyes and all melodies like the tide.
Oh.
It's all waiting there for you. It's all waiting there for you. Can you hear the voice deliver in the new? It's all waiting there for you. Call it what you wanna.
This is beautiful. I'm assuming that that's a reference to Bridge Over Troubled Waters. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. If you know, that's heavenly. From your head to your toes, saw the light in the gold that you discovered through your eyes. So like I saw the light in the gold that you discovered, and he saw it through the eyes in awe. Melodies like the tides. So a song? Or is that like metaphorical? Or both? Like I'll be there for you. Bridge over troubled waters. But you know what? Okay. Here's my initial thoughts here. From an overall, like if we zoom out and you think about aperture, letting the light in and all that, like the path to that, right? If you know, then you know, then you, and if you don't, you don't. That's heavenly. It's heavenly to discover something new, something about yourself. You don't have to be scared of that. You're tying it into the whole album, and you're tying it into Aperture and all of that, right? It's all there waiting for you. The world is out there waiting for you to discover it. Inside of yourself is waiting to be discovered. Can you hear that voice delivering the news? That's a little, I'm a little confused on that part. Can you hear the voice delivering the news? News of what? Maybe that he's been successful and like starting to heal and like, do his journey. The hear, like delivering the news like in his head, maybe? Hmm? It's all waiting there for you. Ignorance or innocence, call it what you want. The innocence of you know what I mean? Okay, so that's kind of my thoughts on like the big zoomed out. But like in the zoomed in, is he literally talking about music? So maybe part of his journey trying to find the light and stuff like that was maybe dealing with like fame and like, do I love this kind of thing maybe? And maybe this is him saying, discovering himself again, discovering music again, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna take it one more step. If it's Carla's song, is it also about literally finding music? I don't know if that's like, I don't want to minimize, but like, because I think it is the bigger, but like, could it, there's a bridge that leads to troubled waters. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. That's heavenly. And maybe it's literally that song. Okay, because like, if you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. That's heavenly. So like, if you don't know the song or the lesson, right? It's heavenly to discover it. And then it's like, because from your head to your toes, like you feel it. Also, from your head to your toes, I also do like that in considering that he was saying earlier the whole head heart thing. And it's like almost like coming back into your body, coming back into yourself, aligning head, heart, soul, body kind of thing. Maybe. But again, back to the song thing. It almost sounds like he's saying, I saw the light in the gold that you discovered through your eyes. So like I saw your eyes light up because it looked like you had discovered gold because you were so like happy or excited or something. Melody is like the tide. That's where I'm saying like, is it music? It's all waiting there for you. Music is waiting for you. And again, I think it can be like actually like discovering music and then also discovering maybe his love for music or like that music can heal. You know, we're discoing occasionally. And also in a bigger sense of discovering parts of himself, going on this journey, song of life. Is any of this landing? I don't know. It's just the delivering the news that kind of throws me. It's all waiting there for you. Ignorance or innocent, call it what you want. That feels more like zoomed out. Maybe? I love the sound.
You've been a baby sleeping upon a candy bar. Your eyes open up, changing summer light. It's all waiting there for you. Can you hear the fires deliver in the room? It's all waiting there for you. It's all waiting there for you.
It does really feel like it's all waiting there for you. Like life is waiting there for you. Journey of self-discovery. Music is there for you to help you through the process, to help you dance, to get through the ups and the downs. Like I think about how much like music means to me and how much it's helped me through my life. It's helped me articulate feelings when I don't know how to communicate those. Like, or I don't know how to, you know, sometimes I have a hard time like processing my emotions. And oftentimes it's music that helps guide that for me, like helps me navigate that process of actually feeling it and not just like stuffing it down. And that's kind of what it feels like to me, at least a part of it, but also just bigger than that of like it's the world, you know, it's like everything's waiting for you. That kind of energy. You've been a baby sleeping upon a candy bar. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even understand that line. But I do understand that till your eyes opened up, till your eyes open on, stop moving, till your eyes open on the changing summer light, like seeing the light, you know? Wait, also, like, this song is that. I know what you like, I know what you'll really like. I know what you like, I don't have to read your mind. I know what you like, you can hear it all the time. Oh, wait, I love, as a closing track, like, you can hear any of these tracks anytime, right? Right? I don't, I've never wanted to look something up as much as I have right now. Okay, so here's where I'm at. One, I don't know why this is called Carla's song, okay? That's gonna bother me. Is it just because he thinks Carla will like this song? Am I really off base? Am I understanding this? And it's bothering me? I really wanna know about Carla, okay? I really, really, really wanna know about Carla. And I don't know when I'm gonna edit this and get this up because this is kind of just like a side quest for me. Normally, I would wait for you guys to tell me in the comments. But I think we're gonna have to look this up because I'd rather look it up on camera with you guys because there's no way I'm gonna be able to wait because I'm too curious who is Carla and why don't I get that? So I would rather do that on camera with you because if I'm gonna do it after this video, I might as well just do it with you. And then I really gotta go because I gotta eat something because then I gotta live stream. Okay, hold on. Carla's song. I'm gonna see if they're, you know how Genius has that section that's like, what has the artist said about it? I'm gonna see if he's said anything about it because I don't want to just look at someone's interpretation because, like, at that point, I'll just wait for you guys. But I'm gonna see if he's said anything about it. Yes, he has. Okay. Carla, I will include in that group of friends that if I hadn't said yes to this thing, hold on. If I hadn't met them, I wouldn't have met this person. If I hadn't met them, I wouldn't meet these people. Carla just kind of became, in so many ways, the most important part of the record to me. It's a song that answered so many questions. All of that questioning of why and who do I want to be and what am I giving by doing this and making sure that I love this enough and being at a show and going like, oh, this is why I do all these things. So it is the music. Oh, thank God. First of all, I have chills. Second of all, okay, I'm glad I wasn't like super off base because I was like, I got this. And then the more and more I was sitting through that song, I was like, I don't know that you got this. Wait, where was I? I think having a moment of reminding you of like there was a time when you heard a song for the, what when you heard a song for the first time and it made you want to like touch music in some way. And Carla is a friend of mine in this group of friends who we were at a friend's house and we were waiting to go to this after party. And she kind of mentioned in the room that she had just discovered Paul Simon. And she was like, I was feeling kind of down. So she was listening to like Nora Jones, and it was on a playlist, and she was obsessed with 50 ways to live your love words. And she was listening to it over and over again. So she was kind of asking, oh, have you ever heard of Paul Simon? And we were like, yeah, he's so amazing. So I was like, oh, have you ever heard of Simon and Garfunkel? And I grew up listening to Simon and Garfunkel all the time. When I lived in a pub a little bit when I was younger, there was like a 4 CD changer that had Bridge Over Troubled Water record, and what record was in the whole time I lived there. So I think it's why I like harmonies is listening to them so much. And I was like, oh, I really want to play you something. So I played her Bridge Over Troubled Water, and watching her listening to it, having never heard that song, felt like I was just watching someone see, or something in like Technicolor discovering magic. There was something in that moment that reminded me of what, by making music, what you're investing in. I'm unwell. Hold on. I cannot get emotional over that. Oh my God. And it's in songs that go beyond our lifetime, like a legacy. And I think it removes a lot of pressure from me or from them. I think it's like people will be listening to this song when those artists aren't around anymore, you know? And I think acknowledging that making music is just adding to something, to this world of things that's waiting for people to discover, is the point. Like, that is what the joy is. And then I played Kathy's song, which is just another one of my favorite Simon and Garfunkel songs, which is why it's called Carla's song. But the ability to just be able to add something, maybe someone hears a song of yours and goes, this is the song that's going to be in my life forever. That is enough. And I don't ask for any more than that, really. And I think the idea of, I know what you like, you can hear it anytime, and it's all right for you. This will be here after, like when I'm not here. These songs will exist. I'm unwell. I'm still processing that song. First of all, what a beautiful way to describe music. Like, yeah, like it's that. 100 years down the line, someone may find that song and it's just everything to them. Oh my God. I'm like genuinely emotional about this because one, I have a hair in my mouth. Okay. No, but really, one, that's music. And it's, like I said earlier, it's a healing, it's cathartic. It's how I've been able to kind of like learn to better process my emotions, is through music. I've always had music playing. My family's always had like a radio in the house, and it was always a thing. Like, there was always music playing. We always had it at the barn for the horses, for the animals. And it's just like, music is such a big part of it. But then when it really got me, it was like, I'm literally filming a reaction right now. And then I just started thinking about how much music you guys have shown me, and how much those songs, so many of those songs like speak to me and resonate with me. And then, some of these types of videos, which is, in case you're new here, I've been doing a lot of like hip hop and rap and that kind of journey. And so it's like the people who watch these videos and subscribers and the Salem's Coven members and all of that. Those of you who will watch these videos, which are more like side quests, that's more my music, or artists that I already am in love with, have released new music, things like that. And if it's not your genre of music, not only are you guys showing me this, but I'm also getting to show that to you too. And we're getting to experience that together. And like, that community that we've built, I've talked about that a lot. Like, that's everything to me. And I just was like, him like reading that and realizing what that song was just like hearing that song while doing this video and then getting to talk to you guys about it in the comments and in Patreon chats. Like, I don't know. That's like a really beautiful moment. I love you guys. Oh my gosh, I have to get on live with you guys in a minute and I'm gonna be so emotional about it. Oh my god, okay. Well, final thoughts. My first Harry album, I think went really well. I did not dislike one track. I cannot wait to listen to it again. I genuinely just loved it. I don't know what else to say. It was the production, the music, just it was so beautiful. I loved all the ebbs and flows. I liked his lyricism. Like overall, I just really enjoyed it and it makes me really excited. Like I don't know if this is in line with what he typically does or if this is very different from his music, his like past few albums. I don't even know how many albums he has, if I'm being honest. I am really interested and curious to go through them though, because I mean, I know he's very talented, obviously, and I've always enjoyed his voice. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody has any recommendations. Like, should I just start at the beginning? I mean, normally when I approach artists' work, I usually, contrary to this video, I usually start at the beginning and then I go through. So I assume that's the best way, but if those Harry fans, like if you guys have a better recommendation, you think it would be better doing it a different way, I'm all ears. I'm here to learn. And I'm sure I missed a ton of things. So please, 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 I love learning new things. I love learning background stuff. So if, just anything you want to tell me, I'm here. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? And if you are one of my subscribers who this isn't your normal type of music, I just always want to take the time to thank you for watching this video because we get to share it together and it means even more now after that last song. Okay, I need to stop talking and eat and so many emotions. Oh, okay. I'm just really excited to hear that album again. So I'm going to go listen to that while I eat food and then get on live stream. So I will see you guys in the next one.